What if I told you that the people we want the most are often the ones who want nothing to do with us? And the more they ignore us, the more obsessed we become. Sounds messy, right? Yet every one of us has been there. You text someone, they reply 3 days later with a single emoji, and somehow your brain decides that person is the love of your life. Why do we do this? Why do we chase people who ignore us? Let's get real for a second. If someone shows genuine interest in us, compliments us, wants to talk to us, we appreciate it, but we don't feel that emotional hurricane. But the moment someone pulls away, suddenly we want their attention like it's the last slice of pizza in the universe. It's like our heart switches to hard mode for no logical reason. Some part of us whispers, "This person must be special, because they're not giving me what everyone else gives." And before we know it, we're checking their social media, replaying conversations, and asking ourselves, did I say something wrong? We are hooked, and we don't even know why. The uncomfortable truth is that our brain is addicted to unpredictability. See, consistent affection feels safe, but inconsistency feels exciting. When someone gives us small amounts of attention and then disappears, our brain treats it like a slot machine. Maybe next time, maybe if I try harder, maybe if I become more interesting. That maybe is psychological gasoline. It turns liking into longing and curiosity into obsession. There's also ego involved. And oh, our ego loves drama. When someone we don't care about likes us, our ego feels nothing. But when someone rejects us, our ego takes it personally. We think, why them? Why not me? What does that say about my value? So we start chasing not because we truly want them, but because we want to prove something to ourselves. Suddenly, we're not after love. We're after validation. You know what makes it worse? Social media. If they ignore your message but post a story, your brain takes screenshots of your pain. You start analyzing tiny things. They laughed at my joke today. Maybe they're interested again. It's like our emotions turn into detectives, trying to find clues that aren't even there. 1 minute we're confident, the next minute we're Googling signs someone likes you but hides it at 2:30 a.m. And here's the plot twist. Most of the time, we're not actually in love with the person. We're in love with the potential, the version we created in our head, the version where they finally notice us, appreciate us, choose us. We're not chasing the real them. We're chasing that imagined moment of victory, that emotional reward that we hope is waiting at the finish line. And that fantasy is powerful enough to make us tolerate mixed signals, emotional distance, and even disrespect. But the most dangerous part? Chasing someone who ignores us reinforces a toxic belief. The belief that we must earn love, fight for attention, prove our worth. That love is something you win, not something you receive freely. Many of us grew up learning that affection comes with effort. If you had to work for approval or emotional support when you were younger, your brain sees the chase as normal. Familiar pain can sometimes feel safer than unfamiliar peace. The crazy thing is, we chase people who ignore us not because we're weak, but because we're wired to seek what feels rare. When someone treats us like we're valuable, we think, I must be. But when someone treats us like we're nothing, we think, no, wait, I'll show you I'm worth something. Our heart tries to fix its insecurities through people who trigger them. Now let's flip the perspective for a second. Think about someone who liked you, really liked you, and you felt nothing. Maybe you weren't rude, but you didn't feel that spark. Did you ever stop and ask yourself why? Often it's because they were available. And our brain, for some twisted reason, thinks love that comes easily is less meaningful. We equate difficulty with value, even in relationships. Like, we never brag about the toy we got for free, but we brag about the one we had to save money for. The struggle makes us feel like we earned it. So, what's the way out? It starts with realizing that attention isn't a prize, and love isn't a competition. We shouldn't have to chase someone to be seen. The right person won't make us question our worth. They won't keep us guessing. They won't treat our emotions like an optional subscription. If someone is ignoring you, it's not your job to try harder. It's not your job to become more impressive, more attractive, or more interesting. It's your job to recognize the imbalance, to step back and ask, am I chasing the person? Or the feeling of being chosen? Because the truth is, the love that gives you peace will always feel better than the love that gives you anxiety. And the person who chooses you easily is worth more than the person who makes you fight for every drop of attention. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of your heart, protect your worth, and remember that you deserve love that stays. I'll see you in the next video where we decode another human behavior.